Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima. Have you ever had everything just go wrong over the course of like a week or so to the point where you're resorting to doing bloody Mercenary Force? It's almost as if I wasn't going to do any GameBoy games until I got my hands on the Analog Pocket, but they've just delayed it again. So I'm not even going to be able to get my hands on it until like next year at this rate. So I've decided to just bring up all the Game Boy games I've found that are interesting, and this one is indeed interesting because I own the Japanese cartridge of it. No bloody joke, but we're going to be playing the English version for obvious reasons. So this is Mercenary Force. It is a scrolling shooter, but with a couple of unique twists to it. So if we hit the start button and actually get the music going, you can see that we've actually got a few choices here. We have the choice between a bunch of different characters, and all the different characters actually have their own different bullet patterns. I said this was a scrolling shooter, and we're going to start out with what's probably going to be a decent combination, at least I hope. 2 samurais and 2 ninjas. And if we hit the start button, we'll go straight to the first level, or as they call it, the first round. But the game's actually got kind of a unique thing going on here, where if you press the B button, it actually changes the formation of the characters. Every character has their own health bar down the bottom there, as you can see. And so these formations can actually determine who's more likely to get hit and who's less likely to, depending on the enemies you're attacking, the layout of the level, and everything else like that. It also determines how you move, because these characters do actually move independently of each other, and they're not going to stick directly to your button inputs, especially if there's some obstacles in the way. So you can find yourself like bunching up against the wall or something along those lines, you know? So you need to have some pretty good formation design. Combine this with the fact that everyone's got their own unique health, and you do need to worry about that as well. Thankfully, there's a shop on each level that can help you out with this. So you've got tea, but this is limited to this round, I believe, which gives everybody 3 health. You've also got sushi, which gives everyone 1 health, and medicine, which heals up the person in front. You can actually change the person in front by using the select button. We're not going to do that right now because we've currently got our relatively strongest dudes at the front, and we don't really want to change this, at least at this point in time. It also takes time to change formation, so you can't just immediately like hit the B button and do a split-second dodge out of the way. That would make the game very broken. But the option is there. You can also press the select button to change who the leader is. So if you've got a particularly well-off troop, you can hit the select button to say put a ninja in front, and then press the B button to just have them in front of everything and have them taking all the hits. With that said, we're going to go back to the original formation that I had planned out, which is 2 in the front, 2 in the back. There we go. And we're just going to continue on like this. We don't even need to put our guys in danger for the most part, but we do kind of want to, because every enemy we defeat drops money. And this money is very useful, again, for grabbing new people, in some situations resurrecting old ones, healing them up, and at the end of every stage we also get the opportunity to recruit a set of new dudes, and they will replace the dude that is currently in front. However, with our current situation, that's probably not going to be too likely, but never say never. Oh look, another shop. Let's go in there right now. More tea, please. And some medicine. There we go. Tons of health going on. This ain't going to be a problem at all. He says, knowing that he's never managed to get past round 3. I'm only playing this because I have no choice. I'm so sorry. I wasn't going to spend $100-something US, which turns out to be like $125, just to get early access to MLB The Show. I tried playing the Resident Evil Village demo, but within 10 minutes, I was more motion sick than I have been in years. I've been less motion sick playing extremely active VR games than I have been playing the Resident Evil Village demo. It was unbelievable how bad it is. I do not know what set it off for me, but I'm guessing it's the fact that the game's got an extremely low field of view. Ah, yes, this part of the stage. I even looked at a couple of things like Core, which I only heard about because it was on TechLinked. It's like an Unreal Engine-powered multiplayer game creator. So look at all this just... Alright, everybody under the side of the bridge so that they can dodge the bloody bullets that are coming at them. It's got a couple of neat little strategies like that, which really help the replay value. Not to mention you can do things like get monks, which shoot in 2 different directions, which are actually very useful if you want to kill enemies while staying out of the way of them. And considering all the different formations that you have... Yep, there's a boss. This is the first boss. It's not particularly difficult, you just need to, like, actually hit the damn thing. I'm gonna put that guy in front because he absolutely needs the healing. We do not have much in the way of stuff worth buying here or even money to actually buy them, so let's just move on to round 2. When you've got the monk that can fire in 2 different directions, the servant, which is cheap but can still put out a decent amount of firepower, and just a couple of neat other abilities along those lines. It gives the game a lot of replayability that it otherwise wouldn't have. It's also very clearly pushing the Game Boy to whatever little limits it has, because you can notice that when too many sprites are on the same line, it definitely starts, wow. It definitely starts draining away it definitely starts like doing that sprite flicker. That's absolutely a thing that happens when there's too many sprites on one line. Sprites do manage to stay visible for the most part, but when you've got to deal with like half a bullet, man, if that doesn't get frustrating after a very quick amount of time. Let's go back to the 2 in the front, 2 in the back. It's also worth noting that changing the leader changes how... Do you want to try your luck? Only 100 yen. Yes. A good reading. Damn. If you get an excellent reading in that, you actually get a special party member that turns out to be completely worthless, but oh well. I also kind of like the music. I don't know what it is about the music the Mercenary Force. It just fits the game really well. It actually sounds kind of neat. I don't know why it impresses me so. Giant frog! Only drops 1 coin, thank you very much. And you gotta appreciate the variety in the enemies as well, going from a bunch of random knights to having frogs and birds and shit. It's just kinda neat. All the money. My current setup is not very good against those frogs, I will admit. Damn, I can't swap the... who's in front from here. There we go. That at least helps. Let's do... Oh, giant koi fish! Good god. Tons of frogs. Okay, let's get the good samurai back in front. Kinda hard to tell who's who. I see you. There you are. Just because you got one fine guy in the front doesn't mean the guys in the back can't get hit. Also, the money disappears like really fast. You really need to be on your game to get as much money as possible here. Gonna wait for as long as possible to get as much money as I can because you can only visit the store once. That'll have to do, I suppose. Sushi for everyone, please. Thank you. Cheeky bastards, eh? Thankfully, if I just stand here and fire away... The difference between the ninja and the samurai is that the samurai gets one shot and it's strong. The ninjas get two shots, but they're weak. So having them at the back... Oh dear. Here comes the boss. We're doing alright, we're doing alright, we're doing alright. Yes! It can be a real challenge, I'm telling you, man. Having the ninja at the back does help with their survivability. I'm gonna do a cheeky here. Just let me just make sure. No. I'm just gonna quick save. Alright, so I just made a safe state, if you're wondering why the sound stopped. I don't have the money to afford anybody right now, but we're doing alright on health, so let's just hit start and move on. Shop right there. I'm definitely going to want to save some money for round 6. Screw that money, I'm not going to get back in time if I don't just leg it. Tea for 3, or it's always worth sushi for 4. They're gonna come from the top of the screen now. Cheeky bastards. Let's change formations. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. It's a decently looking game as well. I mean, again, all of the enemy variety is great. All the different graphics they got going on there, but the environments give you a good idea without being too over the top about it. Which is generally the best you can hope for with a Game Boy game's limitations, right? I'm not going to say it looks amazing, there are definitely games that look better on this system. But, all credit to it for looking as good as it is. Shop. So I guess sushi for everyone, medicine for the guy up front. Well, the two guys up front, really, but they're still doing alright. Come on, drop. Damn it! One of our ninjas is looking a little peaky. These like the rice fields, motherfucker? Yeah, I gotta stay close to the front with this setup because if I destroy them before they get on screen, it generally turns out better. Not doing so well. Oh dear. Must stay away from the top of the screen. We'll let him go so I can get to the bottom. Jeez! We really aren't doing so hot. Thankfully, we have a shop. Honestly, I should probably put the ninjas up front more than anything. We've got more health, so at the very least it will keep the samurai alive. Shit, wrong button. Oh no. Alright. Ninjas in the front. Alright, the rocks. There we go. Ninjas in the front. Samurai in the back. Completely forgot about the rest of those rocks. These stages are the same every time you go through, but yeah, I've still never managed to pass this stage. We should be close to the end, though. We've seen 2 shops. Yep. He just keeps getting bigger. Only 2 coins? Really? God, I don't even have enough to afford, well, anyone really. Shit. This isn't gonna end well. You get up front and everyone else just form conga line. Hopefully this will keep us alive long enough to get to the next shop. Hopefully make some money along the way. I don't have a choice, do I? Damn, I really should have put someone else up front. So we got... I don't even know what those are. We got spooky, scary skeletons sending shivers down your spine, but we also have what appear to be bees? I don't know what those are. I am still not very good at this game. Oh man. I should not try and face him up there, where there's very little room to maneuver. There we go. I feel like Tao. Everyone here is such a cheapskate. Bloody 10 yen every time someone dies? Ghosts. I don't know why. The music in this just gets stuck in my head. It's great. Legitimately great. Oh, you're the... Do you want to be revived? Yes. Push a button. You didn't succeed? That would have actually helped me out a lot. But it didn't, and now I'm broke again. The chances of me surviving to the end of the playthrough are slim to nil. God, I'm gonna try anyway, though. Get the samurai to the front. Have some medicine. Get the ninja back to the front. You still got more health. Did not mean to get the ninja killed. Well, not killed, but he's very badly hurt. House with a beaten-in door there. Just a nice touch, honestly. Because there is no way that someone is, well, a regular person is still going to be alive around here. With all these bloody ghosts flying around, all of these winged beasts. And these great apes. They only have like 2 or 3 frames of animation each, but it's all you need to get a good sense of movement out of them. It's just really well put together, is what I'm trying to say. And now we get a gigantic eyeball. We might actually live through this. Oh no, we lost a samurai. Alright. Suicide attack. Man, that didn't even get us much in the way of money. He might have lived through that. Unfortunately, when you press the A and the B button, your leader will be sacrificed. That means that they lose all their health in one last attack in order to deal out some damage. Unfortunately, this means that we are now completely alone with nothing but a singular ninja at 11 health. At the very least, this makes the game a fair bit easier to control, because now we don't have to worry about the conga line building up behind us. And since the enemy patterns in this game aren't massively complicated, this might actually be possible to pull off. We've got a scroll here which might actually turn us into a different troop type, but I believe, if I remember correctly from the guide I read, that it actually turns us into a ninja anyway, so it's not worth the effort. We might as well just spend all the money we can on medicine, so that we can keep this guy alive for as long as humanly possible. And of course, a good strategy in these games, which limit you on the number of shots, stay as close to the right of the screen as possible, so that any shots you miss go off the screen a hell of a lot quicker, and therefore get reset much faster. Seriously, what a cheapskate. So much harder to defeat than the bloody... Getting Castlevania PTSD. Getting Castlevania PTSD. Bloody bell there too. Giant bell. What looks like lanterns. Ghoulified lanterns. Oh, hi. I've made it here successfully. In reward, you'll be given power. Proceed with caution. Thank you. A free heal. Too bad I couldn't keep the rest of my team alive to take advantage of this more thoroughly. Much too bad. Maybe there is a strategy in just taking like one troop along and then using all of your money to give them nothing but the longest ass health bar imaginable. You wouldn't be able to take advantage of any suicide attacks or anything. But at least there is some strategy there. Give me all that money. Didn't even get that much of it because most of it disappeared. I feel like a remake of this game, a la Cotton Reboot, would actually do really well. Same concepts, just expand out gameplay mechanics, maybe more stages, maybe just a couple of extra things that you can find in the field. But yeah, a remake of this would be great. Especially if you expand it out a bit. Maybe let's have like 8 people. More different kinds of attacks, more different kinds of everything, really. Really? A boss without a shop? This will not end well for me. Gotta shoot the underbelly by the looks of it. Makes enough sense to me. Why is it that the, like, fourth boss... Not the fourth boss, like the third boss was the hardest one? You know what? We need a Mystic to get the good ending, and we're currently at round 6, so... Let's see if we can keep the Mystic alive. As you can see, the Mystic shoots upwards and downwards, which might help us. He says... Not being entirely sure. Doesn't help that she's already taken a bunch of damage. Damn, couldn't even keep her alive to the first shot. What am I, a retard? Alright. Yep. Nothing I can do here. This is basically just a fight for survival at this point. Unless another one of those revive statues comes along, but I'm not sure if they will. Either way, I better start saving up my money. You can kill him so early that money barely has any time to enter the screen before it disappears. I just ran into 3 bullets. It was not worth it for the money that I got out of it. Whoa, hi! We have 3 ghosts. I'm assuming I have to shoot the one that's colored in. I was correct. See you up there. And there we go, that's it. I really like Mercenary Force. It's a neat idea. It does what it does pretty well. It's bloody hard, and I really wish everyone in it wasn't such a cheapskate, but it's still pretty damn good for what it is. I really enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this almost complete playthrough of it, unfortunately. But there's not so much we can do about that. I wasn't expecting to get to round 6. I wasn't expecting to get past round 4. But oh well, this has been Blue Maxima. I'll see you all next time.